Hey, everybody, we are back after a long time, too long, I think.
Long time.
Long time, man. It's so long that he's actually changed zip codes.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Yeah, it's just not a saying. He really did. How's the new digs, my friend?
Great. It's I've learned very quickly though that when you live in a city with a hot climate like Fresno, that having a swimming pool in your backyard makes you the most popular person in the group.
Yeah, how did that party go? You invited a bunch of people over, including myself. I'm 3,000 miles away, but
I know.
Hey, I appreciate the invitation nonetheless. How did it go?
It's coming up. It's coming up next week. So we'll see. We have a few people coming from the Bay Area, some of our friends in the Bay Area, and then some of our friends here. So it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
I got to ask you, as a longtime diehard Raider fan, this is the first week where there will be a game at Allegiant Stadium featuring people.
Correct. Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I don't. It's gonna be. First off, the tickets. Like, have you seen? They have the resale price on tickets for this preseason game. The Raiders have the highest priced resale ticket in the NFL right now. I don't know if that's sustainable, but everyone wants to check it out. Right now, they've had 2 events there already. So they did have the soccer match, the Mexico-USA soccer match. What was that, last weekend or the weekend before? And they had. And the Garth Brooks concert have been like the 2 biggest events that they've had at the stadium. Yeah,
I'm on their ticket list for advanced sales. And I should answer my own question, having said that, which I won't. I'm actually going to StubHub, but yeah, I remember last year they were the highest. This year, and I think it's primarily. I mean, look, I've come to terms with it myself for a lot of reasons, but Mark got it right. I have to say, he did get it right. He made the right choice, and I think what I've learned, Bryan, since then is I think it would have been hard to deal with if Oakland truly had a plan and was marching forward and was financing and building stadiums and completing big projects. But in the wake of this, we still don't know. Look. We still act like we don't know what we're doing. Okay? And at some point, you have to say, wow, maybe, look, not everybody can be wrong. To wit, Joe Lake, Warriors principal owner, said that Oakland has leadership challenges. He said that to me in 2012 on camera. Mark Davis says it's hard to get a deal done over there. And basically they're proving it with the athletics because they went through a lot of staff changes. Then they advanced a bill that would have given the athletics the largest subsidy in the history of sports. Not said, but true. Okay. But now they don't want to implement the legislation that they actually worked, to get passed October of 2019. Now comes to find out they didn't work on it during the pandemic.
Yeah.
It's like at some point, all these folks can't be wrong.
Right. And also, I mean, I don't know. I guess it just comes from a place where people just really, you're hopeful. As a fan, who's into it. I mean, obviously I was more involved in it than most fans were with all the Save Oakland Sports and all the stuff I was doing. But I was going to say that you're very hopeful that these things will get done and resolve themselves. And you're hearing the arguments from the other side about, well, this is what, well, Vegas has this, Vegas has that. It's going to work there because of this. And then you hear a lot of people who are uninformed will give you reasons why it won't work there. And you just look at it and go, no, all those things they're saying are true. Like, I mean, it'll work there for all the reasons they're saying it'll work there. I mean, I don't know how many times I heard about the media market, right? And now with the A's, I'm hearing like the same thing from people. They're like, there's no way they can go there because it's a small media market. I'm like, I heard the exact same thing for 2 years before the Raiders moved there, and now look at it, right? Yeah. And so, it's just uninformed. Right. It's uninformed and hopeful together in one combination,
And not only that, the thing about it is that, okay, what I said the same thing, but one thing I didn't factor in was the simple fact that when the Raiders move there or any other pro sports team, you quite literally move the market with them. Because okay, maybe it's a different market and the viewership's different, but guess what? They got the Raiders and everybody else, even outside the region, that will figure out, that will want to see them. They'll figure out how to get the camera in there and get the broadcast and the cost of the prices are going to go up and say la vie, here we are, right? And I didn't factor that in, and that was stupid on my part, and I learned a big lesson. But what got me to not even accept that the vote was going to be solid when it happened, I was in the room, as you know. That was simply that, first of all, the night before, the mayor called me and said, I'm going to send you something in the morning, and I need you to go down to the hotel and help our assistant. Now, and she said, don't call me when you get it. I want to be asleep. Okay? And I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, she's getting on a plane. She's going to wear all black. She's going to come to the hotel. She's going to march into the room, and she's going to say, I can't do this. I'm here. I believe in the greatness of the Raiders in Oakland, and here's what we're going to do. Instead, she sent the exact same letter that morning and had it passed out to the owners that the commissioner had criticized the week before.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, and I got to the hotel, and because they were asking for my help to pass it, I thought, well, I got a press credential. I don't know if that's appropriate, but hotel to help them. My point is, I think about how I felt back at that, and my heart sank to a point where it was on the ground. And then after that, there are all kinds of reasons to think the deal was going to fall apart after the vote.
Yeah.
The legislature, the women legislature found out there was going to take $900 million to actually upgrade for transportation at the last minute. And they took away like 4 votes like that. They got by by 2 votes. 2 votes. Just 2, okay? And so there are a lot of reasons for the deal to fall apart.
Well, and you had the departure of Sheldon Adelson.
Right.
I mean, absolutely. Like, that was like the savior, and then all of a sudden he leaves the thing. It's like, whoa, well, now what are you going to do?
Right. Yeah. And
there's so many things that happen.
I still think that was a trick, and the reason I do is because had he stuck around, he would have given reason for a number of NFL owners to vote no. But they made it look like he wasn't there, and so what did they do? They can't say gambling was the reason because he wasn't, part of it.
He's not part of it anymore.
They get the vote. So what he does, so Sheldon gets to sit back and be puppet master, right? Pull the strings. Everybody thinks he's out of it. But in point of fact, dude's so powerful, he doesn't have to be a visible presence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and now he's dead.
Right, yeah.
So which gets to my question. With all that, with this game coming up, where are we with the hotel situation and COVID and the masks? First of all, how's the industry doing? I remember last time we were talking about it, some good news, but where are we right now?
So it's definitely gotten a lot better, the hotel industry. We do have some challenges that I'll talk about in a second that are having a negative impact on our industry. But as far as COVID goes, I think that I know Vegas is back to wear masks indoors, at least for now. But it doesn't seem to be slowing the tourism to Vegas. The one thing that we are missing. You're ready to jump on the plane and head to Vegas.
I got my black and I got my mask. It should be a Raider mask. I don't know.
Yeah. The one component that we're missing, as far as not just throwing out the whole Raider situation, but just the industry in general, the one component that we're missing in here is international travel. We don't have that. There's no international travel still back. But so Vegas has been relying a lot on the drive market from Los Angeles, and also just travel within the United States for people to come to Las Vegas. it's funny. The
quick question: how big a factor is the loss of international travel from where you sit? And I ask because I just put on Oakland News Now a report where China has reported the largest number of flight cancellations since COVID started, the pandemic. That was yesterday. So I'm thinking, oh my Lord, I first thought about Vegas when I saw that and the CES coming up, and we're not out of this. And then South Africa, I believe, has a 22% unemployment rate. Yeah. So it's definitely a worldwide problem.
And as far as Vegas is a big international destination, although it's also it's not 100% reliant on it. There are some hotel markets in the country that are way more reliant on international travel. The Bay Area, for example, has never really recovered from COVID. They're still not recovered from COVID. Like Vegas has definitely come back, but markets that rely so much on international travel, especially you think about the Bay Area, they have a lot of international travel people coming for tech business to go to Silicon Valley, all of that, and that's gone. Vegas, we're still doing okay because we're getting a lot of USA travel. So, the crazy thing about Vegas is that right when they kind of reopened, it kind of got really crazy. That was in June of last year, because people living in California were still under very strict, stay-at-home orders, mask requirements, and you could go to Vegas, and while you had to wear a mask, it felt a little more normal than California did. Well, now California's kind of in the same boat that Vegas is, the restrictions, but the travel has remained the same. So Vegas has been very, very busy, and a lot of hotels in Vegas have either reached or have surpassed 2019's revenues for the summer travel season, which 2019 was a normal year and probably one of the best years in the hotel business. So we don't really like to compare 2020 to today because it doesn't make sense, because 2020 was so unusual and the numbers were so bad that you're not comparing apples to apples. So when you look at 2019, that's where you really want to look at. And a lot of the hotels' revenues are surpassing 2019's revenue, which is really good for the industry. We have a lot of challenges, though. We have a lot of employment challenges right now that's really hurting us. And I've noticed that a lot of those hotels in Vegas have the same challenges, where we're having a difficult time with finding staffing. So we don't have enough housekeepers to clean the rooms. We don't have enough front desk people to check in the guests. Housekeeping is the biggest issue. Obviously, if you have a 100-room hotel and you can only clean 40 of the rooms, it doesn't really, doesn't help very much. So
I'd like to know what you think about this, because I was doing some quick figuring the other day, and according to my research, about 1/4 of the American workforce population has been impacted by COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it's not that, then 1/3 has moved somewhere. I know there's another statistic that says 1/10, but I disagree with that. I think it's been more like 1/3 of the country, the working population, has. My point is that if you had a job, let's say you had a job as a line cook at a restaurant, and all of a sudden you needed to relocate to help your parents, or you need to stay at home because your kids, you didn't want them going to school because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, there are a number of reasons for people to stay away from what they normally did. And I personally feel like that our government has done nothing to understand that difference, and then basically kind of caulk it, use caulk on a gap in a wall,
Yeah.
They don't know how to caulk.
Mm-hmm.
And you would say, okay, Zinho, how do you caulk? And I said, you caulk by giving them money, and then you calculate the amount of money time you need to give them the money, which I calculated was going to cost us $9.8 trillion last year. And people laughed at me. If you take a look at what we have to put into our economy right now, my calculations starting to look pretty doggone good.
Yeah.
And, but I want to know, shutting myself up now, what do you think about all this? Why do we have this labor shortage?
It's a lot of the reasons that you said. So if you think about traditionally, people who work in housekeeping, right? There are people who have families and children at home, and the kids aren't going to school. They have no one to watch the children. It's not just, if you think about COVID and COVID related, like, not being at work due to COVID. It's not just because you have COVID. There's like, it's a whole chain reaction of things. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're sick, or that your kids are sick, or that your family is sick, but maybe your kids can't go to school. They have this, so you can't, have no one to watch the kids, or maybe it is because somebody is sick and you have to take care of them. There's also, in a department like housekeeping, you think about, there's also a fear that the staff members have of coming. I'm going into this stranger's room to clean their stuff, and I don't know if they're sick or if they have COVID, or so you have that too. So there's a lot of things to overcome.
That's right. How big a factor is that? Just not like, that's true for every business, I would think, right? You don't want to go
afraid.
Right. You don't want to go and deal with food or deal with anything where you have to, put yourself in a situation that's risky.
Yeah. And it's huge. It's huge. It's a lot of, we've heard that from a lot of the housekeeping staff, that it's not that they don't want to come into work, but they're afraid because a lot of housekeepers, live with extended family, right? Have parents at home, have their kids at home, and they don't want to come to the hotel. And while they're not afraid, to come and do the work, they're afraid of, oh man, what if I'm exposed to this and I go home and I expose it to my parents and they die, right? I mean, it's a legitimate concern, and that's just the reality of where we're at right now. So,
the hotel industry, do you feel like the government has addressed the needs of the hospitality industry to this point? And if not, what would you, if you were representing Washington, if you're a lobbyist and you had to go into the president tomorrow, you ask for?
Well, I would definitely say that the industry probably hasn't been served great by the government. A lot of hotels did get the PPP loans and qualified for that to kind of keep them afloat during COVID. But there's like the other issues that we're facing is, there's major supply issues. Hotels can't get breakfast foods. Hotels that want to renovate or do things to get the hotels, they can't get furniture. So we need to open up supply chains. We need to get things rolling again. So part of it is throwing money at it from the government, but part of it is also just getting things moving in the country, and getting manufacturing to ramp up again so that we can have the supply for stuff. So money isn't always the solution, but it's part of it to get people money. But we really have to get all that other stuff working too, because you can't just not have the stuff you need. Guests expect to come to our hotel and have breakfast in the morning, and if you don't have the things that they want, then it's disappointing for them. So we just need to get the supply lines going, manufacturing back up and running, and get things going again. The economy seems like it's okay right now, but we don't have a lot of those things that we need. So
for a Raider fan coming and wants to stay at the Wyndham, want to pull up the hotel prices and tell them what to expect, or
so the prices are expensive. We're starting to get bookings for the Raider games. I have a hotel that's right by the stadium that you can
let me pull up the hotel and show people. By the way, on the matter of ticket prices, I managed to find this. Oops, that's the wrong one. Actually, this one. But I did manage to find this page where I can share the screen. This is the Raiders versus Seattle Seahawks. This is at Allegiant Stadium, and what if I can zoom in here real quick? This is preseason game 1, and you can actually, if you want to sit in the upper nosebleed there, pay $80.
The new Mount Davis. If you want to sit in the new Mount Davis,
exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth. The new Mount Davis. You can get a ticket in there, $80.
Okay, so not terrible.
No, not terrible. And not only that, you can. That stadium, I believe, is laid out much like Falcon Stadium, And so if that's the case, that upper area is going to have its own bar area, and it's going to be pretty nice.
And it's probably not that. It's probably not a bad view.
No. In fact, you know what? When I was watching construction, I said at one point that view at the end zone is probably going to be the best end zone view in football.
Mm-hmm.
Sideline is really great. So if you want to, upper sideline, that's, I don't know if you can see this here. I'm just highlighting it. That's 415. That's $102. 413. Now, when you go down here, the question is, what are you paying? If you want a mid-level corner, that's $223. 220 is guess what? You can sit mid-level corner section 220 for $134.
Okay, so that doesn't sound terrible either.
No, So it's and you know what? The sight line at that stadium, if it's like the Falcons Mercedes-Benz Dome, that 220 seat's a great seat because I sat at something like that in the Falcons. And so if we're looking over, the suites are in the middle, so you don't have to worry about trying to get that. You're not going to get that.
Mm-hmm.
But the mid corners are they're in the low hundreds.
Yeah.
That's not bad. You want to get maybe down close. Oh, you know what? I just hit lower sideline 138. Guess how much that is? $211 each. So, it's not so bad.
No.
It's not so bad. Now, I don't know. That's vastly different than it's even club. I can spend $263 for a club seat. Mm-hmm. I don't know whether to cheer or to be scared. You know why? Because last year, actually, when this looked like the stadium was really going to open, these ticket prices were a lot higher.
Yeah, they were a lot higher, yeah.
And, wow, I wonder if that means that we're going to have a bubble burst. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. It does seem like they're lower than. I was just going off of reporting that I was seeing that the ticket prices were crazy, and that didn't really seem that crazy. So,
but when you start actually lowering the buy, the story looks different.
Mm-hmm.
So let's take a look at Your Wonderful Hotels, Wyndham.
If you go to lq.com.
Oh, thank you. Duh.
It's easier to get there that way. You can get there the way you were going, but it's just easier. It takes you directly. My hotel is by the stadium is a La Quinta.
I have to say, man, La Quinta has some of the best rooms, historically, I've ever stayed in.
Yeah, some of the newer hotels are really, really nice.
Oh man, you get a couch.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed there in Denver during a snowstorm back in 2008, and I wound up on CNN that morning coming back to Atlanta. It's on Zenny 62, the whole video, including my room.
No, I've seen that. I've seen that video. Yeah,
cool.
Wait, is that the video with the where you were talking to the guy at the front desk?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great video.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. I love that stuff. I've got anyway, that's another story. I was thinking about I've got a whole TV network or TV channel in this stuff. But my point is, I found it, and here's your website.
Okay, so if you just type in Las Vegas there in the search bar.
Okay, right here.
Yeah, right there.
Las Vegas.
Put it this weekend. My hotel is the one that's on Tropicana.
So
you'll see them all come up.
And I could hit search, right?
Yeah,
sure. 67 hotels near Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And
so mine is that second one there.
Oh, I know yours. I've stayed here.
That's mine.
Yeah.
I also have the one at Nellis, but the one at Nellis isn't really affected by the Raiders. It's too far away.
This one is close. This is like the back door, literally.
Yeah, you can walk. You park there, and you can walk to the stadium. It's just blocks.
So you hear that, folks? This is the Raider fans watching right now, and I know because I put the link on there. There's your hotel, and
You can park. And parking. Hey, parking's free. So you stay the night. The parking is free. Once you save all that parking money, and you also save the headache of all the traffic mess that's been going on with the stadium. So you just walk right over.
Parking is free. I'm putting that in here so that you see that, folks. Parking is free.
Parking's free.
Note that you get to rent a car. Parking is free.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys gonna have a shuttle bus to the game or anything? Considering
no, but because we're so close, you just walk over. It's very it's super close. I mean, it's like a couple blocks.
Let's give them a visual on that. And well, first of all, let's show them what the great rooms look like. One room one gets special rates. You can search the rooms.
Yeah, if you click that, you'll get the rooms.
And 2 double beds, non-smoking, free Wi-Fi, free breakfast. The breakfast at the Quinta is awesome. I'm telling you.
We have a buffet breakfast with waffles and eggs and cereal and muffins and.
Yeah, we're not talking continental breakfast.
No, it's not a continental breakfast. No,
this is the real deal. I might even have a Zenny 62 video of your breakfast from there. I believe I do. I love these. I love them. Oh.
Yeah, we have like 2 or 3 different like egg type products. We've got the waffles, we've got cereal, we've got muffins, oatmeal, everything. Yeah, it's a huge buffet breakfast. Yeah. Yeah.
So if you're watching this and you're getting hungry, you know what to do.
I just got hungry thinking about it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, man. And let's also highlight. Let's see, best rate available, $119 a night. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 king bed, non-smoking. Let's. There's only one left. There are the amenities. I'm trying to get some more room details here and more photographs here. There's that. Dang on it.
If you go back to the first page, you just go back 1 page.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then click on that. Click on the picture. That picture right there. That's on the screen.
On the picture itself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get you right here.
And actually, if you scroll down just a little tiny bit, there should be. Yeah, you get better. There you go. You got better vision. Better view.
Yeah. Beautiful rooms, folks. There you go. Those pillows are inviting. Look at that.
I was talking to the owner of this hotel the other day, and I said, with all the traffic issues that they've been having at the stadium, I said, you might have to put on an orange vest and go out on the street there and direct the traffic.
It's not a bad idea, man. Golly. This is like, so there's only one left, I believe. So you guys are getting some major business.
It's busy. It's really busy in Vegas, yeah.
Man, so the stadium has made a difference. At this time, what would there be if there were not a stadium? Look at that room. That's a cool room.
Well, the rates would be like $79 and $89, and the hotel would be half full, So but we're selling out now. So yeah.
And are there any plans to expand the hotel because of the stadium, maybe like in anticipation of a Super Bowl?
No, I don't think so. They would have a tough time just because of the lot that's there, but we're building a lot of new hotels all over the country. We're building a lot of new hotels. We actually have a brand new concept where it's something that a lot of the hotel brands are doing, and we're just kind of embarking on this, but we're encompassing 2 brands within one hotel.
Whoa!
So we're doing the La Quinta and Hawthorne Suites. We're putting them together if you're a Hawthorne Suites person or you're a La Quinta person, you can stay in the hotel, and we're doing 2 brands in one hotel with different amenities. And
can you educate us about that? Because does that explain why I see the Resorts World and has the Conrad?
The same thing.
Well, what's that all about?
It's because you can build one building and service 2 customers with one building and with one staff rather than 2 staffs. So it saves you a little bit of money on the labor because you're all working under one roof, and it's nice for the guest because the hotels if your normal hotel is selling out all the time, you could go to that hotel, and maybe if that section is sold out, they could bump you to the other side. So and also for if you're a guest who takes advantage of the loyalty programs, which by the way, if you are a traveler and you stay in hotels or you fly, always sign up for their loyalty program. I don't care what brand. This is not a Wyndham or whatever brand. If you go to Holiday Inn and sign up for the IHG rewards program, if you travel at Wyndham, I mean, you earn points and you can earn a lot of free stuff, free stays, free discounted stays. So I highly recommend always signing up for the rewards program. Same thing in the casino side for the players.
I'll do that after this broadcast. So where do I go? IG.com to do that, or
if you want for Holiday Inn, it's IHG.com. Yeah, for Wyndham, it's you can do it on LQ.com. It says Wyndham Rewards is what we call our program.
Wyndham Rewards.
Wyndham, or just type in Wyndham Rewards and you can sign up. The cool thing, one of the great benefits of Wyndham Rewards, since we're talking Las Vegas, is that we're the only hotel loyalty program that we're partnered with Caesars Entertainment, and we status match Caesars for your Players Club card. So if you're either way, if you have a high level of membership in the Wyndham Rewards program, you can status match that. The Caesars will match that in the Players Club program, which gives you a lot of perks and benefits in casinos.
Wow! What? Say that. Hold on a second. Hey Google, broadcast. Hey Mom, come here. I want you to hear this Caesars Rewards program in Las Vegas. It's kind of a twist. Go ahead. Say that again.
Okay. Broadcasting now.
So if you are if you're a Wyndham Rewards member, and let's say that you're in the Platinum tier, which off the top of my head, I can't tell you what that is, but it's maybe 10 nights. If you say 10 nights, you become a Platinum member, or spend a certain amount of money. Then you can then sign up. If you're already signed up for a Caesars Rewards card that you use, the slot machine at the casino and all that.
Yeah.
If you're already signed up for that, then they'll status match you. So you will be a Caesars Platinum member if you're a Wyndham Platinum member. Or if you're a Caesars Diamond, if you're a Wyndham Diamond member, then we'll match you to Caesars Diamond. So you get a ton of perks in Vegas. Anywhere there's Caesars hotels.
Because we're Caesars Rewards, right? Yeah.
Like it used to be Harrah's Rewards. Now it's Caesars Rewards. Yeah.
This is my mom. This is Bryan. I think you guys met once before.
Hey, how's it going?
Repeat that to her because she loves Vegas and would love to hear this. So how does that work again? About Wyndham though. Go ahead.
So if you're a Wyndham Rewards member, if you sign up to be a Wyndham Rewards member, if you achieve the next level of Wyndham Rewards, then Caesars will status match your Wyndham Rewards and vice versa. If you're a high level Caesars Rewards member, Wyndham will status match your Caesars Rewards to Wyndham. So the tiers are like gold, platinum, gold, silver, platinum, and diamond. So if you're a platinum Caesars Rewards member and you're not a Wyndham Rewards member, then if you sign up for Wyndham Rewards, you'll automatically be platinum at our hotels, which gives you a ton of benefits at our hotels.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, it's a great benefit, especially in Vegas. It'll entitle you to if your Caesars Rewards card will entitle you to like big discounts on like show tickets. You cut the line. You don't wait in lines at buffets, at restaurants.
What would you say?
We're already platinum
on Caesars, right?
On Caesars, and then I get a 50% discount from United.
She says she gets a 50% discount from United on top of that.
Yeah, because Caesars also probably partners with airline partners. So if you sign up to be a Wyndham Rewards member, you need to match up your Caesars card because you'll automatically now be platinum with Wyndham, which would normally take you like 15 or 20 room nights. So if you wouldn't want to stay at all, and then the next time that you would stay at a Wyndham hotel, you'll be platinum with us, and so you'll get a ton of you get extra points, you get a goodie bag when you check in, you get special recognition, you get free upgraded rooms, you get late checkout Instead of if checkout's at 11, you can check out at 1 or 2. So there's a lot of benefits.
I'd have to stay at a Wyndham Hotel, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we already get into Valley's free.
Oh, okay. Well, he represents Wyndham, so he was talking about.
Which is really great.
Yeah.
Is that Wyndham in other cities other than Vegas?
Everywhere. We have 11,000 hotels.
That's what I think. Because I used to work right down the street from Wyndham. Last Wyndham I stayed at, I was at that point a full-fledged travel agent. So consequently, I got like 75% off.
Yeah. You get a 75% discount if you're a travel agent.
Right. I was a travel agent all my life almost, but that's not really great because I'm just absolutely well right now.
Yeah, and so you guys are right next to the stadium. And by the way, speaking of which, I happened to find this nifty little map. We were talking about the stadium. Take a look at that. That's only you're only if you were to walk, it's a 19-minute walk from the hotel to the stadium.
And that's probably a pretty slow pace because it's close. Yeah.
And then if you got into a car, it's like a minute.
I mean Uber, it's a 1-minute Uber ride or whatever.
So what would you have to just get a Wyndham card or become a member?
Oh, great question. My mom wants to know, how do you become a member?
Oh, you can go to wyndham.com or lq.com or any of our brand websites, and you can sign up under the Wyndham Rewards program. You can also call the 800 number, 1-800. I don't know what it is, but 1-800-Wyndham, whatever our 800 number is, and they can sign you.
Plus, we know the exec. So
I can help you with that.
Yeah, but I was watching because we were talking about the upcoming game, and he's our designated Las Vegas hotels expert. So that's what because Mom loves Vegas.
I do too.
Yeah.
Mom gets me a Vegas free, and she's like the slot machine worker. Which brings me to my next question: how is the gambling situation with the fact that you don't have the international traveler coming there like you used to?
I think that they're still doing good they're still doing good revenue on the gambling side. I think the thing that you're missing with the international traveler is you're missing the big whale. The people who come from China overseas that have hundreds of thousands that they're spending in the casino. So I think that you're missing that, but I think you make up for it with all of the smaller gamblers who make up for that travel that are filling the rooms right now. So they're not hurting. They're not hurting or from missing that business. They're making up for it with the penny slot machine gambler. Because
that went over about what's your friend's name?
Bryan.
Bryan, yeah. I remember when the penny slots came in. It was about 15 years ago.
Yep.
And I didn't like it at all. And then of course you play with the penny slots.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually put more money in that penny slot than you're paying $1 or $5 machine.
That's what I was just going to make that exact point.
Right.
The person whoever came up with the idea of penny slots is a genius, a total genius, because
if you're mine, I'm playing penny slots. I'm not spending a lot of money.
Yep.
I haven't really gotten with the penny slots yet. It's old as land. I do find out that the $5 slot is actually giving me a better return.
You are exactly right. Like, so the return on penny slot machines is around 85 to 87%. On a $5 machine, it's about 97%. But the bet on a penny machine is the same. So you bet $5, you're hitting the max bet, and you're betting $5 on a penny machine. And the thing is that whoever came up with this, they knew what they were doing, because psychologically, you're saying that you're like, I'm just playing pennies. But you're still betting $5.
Because the slot machine is actually a psychology machine.
Mm-hmm.
Very hard for it. My husband had put his income up like a good $50,000 a year. The first 5 years we were married from just gambling.
Mm-hmm.
And so he knew a lot of the ins and outs of what I had to do when I married him is say, okay, if you win 5,000, you quit.
Yep.
For that day at least, you made $5,000.
And I know we're coming up against your time limit.
Yeah.
And so one question to close, but to me it's a big one. There are a number of vloggers that we started following who are in Las Vegas. There's a guy named Pomsey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're familiar with him. And then, and what I asked Mika Tutsits, first of all, what's the rule regarding YouTubers like me at Wyndham? And also, have you all thought about having perks for people who vlog about you and give you, props and everything? What's the thinking behind that? Because I know, Pomsey got into trouble with Cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
Then he turned around and actually made that as something, and they called him back. And
they brought him back, yeah.
Right, and then people get recognized on the street because they do this. I understand that for slot machines, it's become a great way to market the slot machines because we watch the slot machines in Vegas.
Yeah, like Bryan Christopher. You watch Bryan Christopher slots and like the big jackpot and then MG slots.
Yeah, and then there's this Ruby. I forgot her name. We just watched her. She played the penny slot that we were watching.
Yeah. There's a ton of them. Slot lady.
Mom says she wants. She won $20,000 on a 75%. So yeah. So what's the thinking behind all of this vlogger activity, and how can a longtime vlogger like me get in the action?
Well, as far as we go, I mean, we don't have vlogging is fine. I don't think that they've really thought about any additional special perks or anything for our hotels as far as vlogging or making videos about our hotels. But I know that the casino hotels, some of them are definitely more friendly to it than others. The Cosmo is actually one of the more friendly ones where you're allowed to videotape on the floor and you can videotape slot play. I know that the big ones, they obviously get permission from all of them to film. And then some of the downtown hotels are also very friendly to it. The rules have changed, in the last 20 or 30 years. I mean, they used to be you couldn't take a picture on the casino floor, no cameras, and now you can video, but I think the big ones are
it's all turned around to where now it's recognized as a marketing thing.
Yeah. I mean, these people Bryan Christopher, who has a slot channel, he has 500,000 followers, 600,000 followers. I mean, his videos get 1 million views. I mean, it's free advertising. It's free advertising for the casino. It's free advertising for that particular slot machine manufacturer, who's like, oh, well, when I go there, I want to play that machine that Bryan Christopher played, or that MG Slots played, or Slot Lady, or there's so many of these channels out there right now.
Yeah, because the advantage for me and for my mom is I basically learned from her. I'm not a big gambler. I'm getting better, but I have a long way to go. But I was told that the video slots are the ones that pay now. And so we've gotten a lesson watching the video slots, right?
It's all about the bonus. It's all about the bonus.
All about the bonus. Yeah. How does that work? The bonus.
It's if you get the free games bonus, you get several free spins at whatever your bet is. They're all a little bit different, but that's where you make your money on those video machines, is when you get those bonuses. That's how you can rack up big money. I love to go to the casino. That's how I've won a lot of those bonuses before. So
hey, if you're watching this, Zenny62 needs a Las Vegas casino vlogger. If you have any idea, or Bryan, if you want to do it, hey, we got an open door, and because that's a great way for us to get viewers and money and everything else. So,
you should follow Bror. You should follow Bror Frederick. I don't know if you follow him.
Well, I do. But see, I got my own channel, right?
Right. Yeah, you have your own. Yeah.
And I'm a YouTube partner, so I'm thinking I'm doing this, right? So I'm thinking, wait a minute, I can do for example, at the NFL draft, I got Raider legend Michael Daughter to send me a 2-minute video. And we have people nationwide. We don't have any that go on our live stream anytime they want to make videos, right? We don't have anybody in Vegas. See, and so I don't have to travel. I can just sit back and be the network master. And that's what I do. I have people in the Bay Area. I got a guy in New York, Chicago, and we've got a number of people that don't have anybody in Vegas. So. I'm putting it out there, folks. We need the Vegas vlogger. Plural. Maybe you want to do it, Bryan. Pick up make yourself famous. And
well, Ralph and I have our own YouTube channel now. So we started our own YouTube channel. So
you can vlog on this one and then use your own channel to like these videos.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then, there's a little, that's what others do. They actually promote their own channel through us.
Mm-hmm.
It's a win-win. Because like you're not a partner channel, whereas we're a partner channel.
Right, yeah.
Plus we also have stock. You get stock. See?
Mm-hmm.
And it's sanctioned by the state of Delaware. This is real live stock, folks. This is no joke.
Yeah. This isn't a handwritten on a napkin sending in the mail.
No, but I can write it on a napkin. It makes you feel better.
I've known you long enough. I don't need your napkin.
Cool.
It's fun. Wow.
Oh boy! And on that note, it's a great way to close out. Always fun to talk about Las Vegas with Bryan. I love Las Vegas. That's the other thing with me is that I always loved Las Vegas. So it was. I'm still mad that I'm in a situation where I had to choose between Vegas and Oakland. You know
what's unbelievable to me is that me and you have never been in Las Vegas at the same time.
Well, hold on a second. What'd you say, Bryan? Sorry. What?
I said what's crazy to me is that me and we've never been in Vegas at the same time. How's that not ever worked out?
We gotta change that.
We gotta fix that.
I'm going there for a Raider game because I didn't think you wanted to go to a game. That's why I didn't think about it. I want to see that stadium. I can say this now that one of the people who's a friend of mine who I'd love to. We've never met in person. We talk on the phone.
Las Vegas news now.
But right,
I hear the I heard the advertisement right there.
Guy Hobbs of Hobbs On is a financial analyst. He actually did the stadium bond issue. But when he and I were talking, I gave him the same spreadsheet that I now use to evaluate Howard Terminal because he didn't have a stadium spreadsheet. And then I told him, wait, this is 2016. Mm-hmm. And you would say I was helping. I said, yeah, you know why? Because Oakland wasn't listening to me. And this is when Claudia Capio was supposed to have worked up a spreadsheet for Ronnie Lott when he was working on the stadium project.
Yeah.
Doing nothing, and she's the city administrator. And I said, look, why don't you hire me and let me do it? And she never got back to me. I thought the heck with him. So I shared this in exchange. I got a lot of information, all that stadium information I was getting. Well, you kind of get the picture of what's going on. Mm. And what happened was that I kept telling them, hey, you know what, your bond issue, your tax rate's too small. Oh, no, it's not. And then as we know, it is now too small. So
right, yeah.
But the backstory is that, and the other reason I feel the way that I do is I've been treated with more respect in Las Vegas than Oakland, even though there are people who view me as the opposition. But I told the governor, who's now the governor, Sisolak.
Now the governor, yeah.
I said, if you add up everything that I'm telling you, I basically made $800 million for you. All you had to do was listen.
Mm.
And they can't deny it. So I mean, I didn't say I wasn't like calling them names or thumbing my nose or I was giving them great advice.
Yeah.
Free advice.
I get paid in other ways. My mom wants old-fashioned cash.
No. What's his name, Bryan?
Bryan, yeah.
Bryan, people that used my son just really bad. I would love to see him in Vegas working for the city of Vegas. My son is really brilliant, and he gives away information, and they take it, and they do horrible stuff. I hate Oakland. I hate it with every fiber of my being.
Sage advice from mom.
There you go.
That's our segment right here. Sage advice from mom.
So that's it, and she's right. I mean, I could. When I left the city, I remember John Russo brought me in the office, and he wanted to see what I was going to do because I had grounds to sue him, and I didn't. But I didn't. But you know what? That was 2000. That was year 2000, 2001. So it's a long way away. I'm happy. I'm happier than I've been in a long, long time. So, and that's all that matters, you know, as far as I'm.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Bryan.
Cool.
I think we ran over time by 5 minutes.
That's all right. I think it always happens.
All right, man. Hey, Bryan, thanks a lot, man.
All right.
Folks, you know how to get on the Wyndham tip, you know?
Get your upgrades.
We're going to, yeah. And stick around behind the scenes, Bryan, for a second.
All right.
Subscribe to Zenny62 and bookmark oaklandnewsnow.com. That ends this broadcast. Stick around the backstage, Bryan.